What's up, everybody? Eric here with another EWE Reviews. Today we're going to be talking about Transformers Rise of the Beast. Before we get into that, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, let me know what you thought in the comments down below. This movie, I can already tell, is going to be different for everyone, whether or not they do enjoy it or not. So, yeah, let's just jump right into it. This will be a spoiler-free review. I will mention something in passing, but it's not going to be like a spoiler or anything, just something that's like, oh, wait till something happens, but I'm not going to tell you what that thing is. Alright. So, let's get started. So, movie information. The title of the film, of course, is Transformers: Rise of the Beast. The genre is science fiction action film. Release date of June 9, 2023. The director is Steven Caple Jr. The cast includes Anthony Ramos, Dominique Fishback, Peter Cullen, Ron Perlman, Peter Dinklage, Michelle Yeoh, and Pete Davidson, with a runtime of 127 minutes, and I watched it in Dolby format. It does have, like, right before the credits start, like, or right after the credits start, there's like a little scene real quick, and then that's gonna be it. There's nothing after that. And the plot is so if you watch the trailer, I don't know if you can really figure out the plot from it, so I'm just gonna give you the main idea. The Maximals had to leave their planet due to Unicron, so they went to Earth for refuge. They have something that Unicron wants, and eventually the Terracons show up on Earth, but the Autobots actually find out what that thing is that they're looking. Actually, no, I take that back. The Autobots actually find out what that thing is first, because they discover what Unicron was after back on the Maximals planet. And the Autobots are like, oh, cool, we want to get that as well. Then the Terracons come, and then we're into a whole battle where the Terracons want to bring in Unicron. It's a very big sci-fi action story. And it's not the worst plot, but it's not the best plot either. So, yeah, that's basically the plot of what I can say. There's an object. Oh my god, thinking about it. If you remember the first Transformers movie, how there's the Allspark, you can basically think of that, but it's not like the Allspark, it's another type of thing that they're after. So yeah, it's not the Allspark, but it's another type of thing like that, where it's like, oh, two factions are trying to get the same type of thing, because they have different motives for having it. That's basically the whole idea. I didn't realize how much this is like the first Transformers until right now that I actually started thinking about it. That is crazy. Oh wow, yeah, there is a lot in common. Okay. So let's actually move on to my thoughts about the movie. As usual, I'm going to start with the bad, and then I'll go into the good. The bad. I don't know why this movie focuses so much on the human characters. That being said, like when you try to go watch these movies, are the human characters really the draw for you? Do you know who Anthony Ramos and Dominique Fishback were beforehand? Like, they aren't the draw. Your draw are these actual giant robots. And when you've heard the cast, those first two were the only ones that are actually humans in the movie. The rest are the robots. They're the actual draw. So why are you using the humans so much to, like, try and get us, like, invested? It's like, no, we're invested with those robots. I mean, just by those names of, like, Michelle Yeoh, who's like, she just won Best Actress for Everything Everywhere All at Once. It's like, come on, she's one of your draws. Like, what are you doing? Peter Dinklage as well, and Pete Davidson. It's like, they have enough charisma. It's like, this isn't like a Godzilla or King Kong movie where it's like those characters don't talk, so you need the humans to, like, drive the plot. No, these characters talk. Let them be the driving force for this film. So I was a little bit confused with that. It's like, there's been so many movies at this point, you should realize no one cares about the humans. I would say with Bumblebee it worked for me, but I'd probably say that's the only one where it worked for me. But that was like a very small stakes movie, where this one is a very big stakes movie. So it's very different. I feel like it's small stakes, it works, but for something like this, it just didn't. All right, so moving on. This version of Optimus Prime did not work for me. I felt like he was too much of a dick. And I was like, when I think of Optimus Prime, I'm thinking of like, oh, Captain, my Captain. This is the guy that, like, I will die for, because he's with us in the trenches. He's the guy that's always trying to motivate us. And you know that he's a great force for good, and he's going to do whatever it takes to do the right thing and protect everyone. I didn't get that feeling from this Optimus. It just felt like he was kind of against humans. He didn't trust them. It's like, whoa, this doesn't feel like the Optimus, like, that I would have expected that we were getting. So yeah, that didn't work for me. And And then the villains, there's no problem with the villains. Like, there's 3 like soldier type villains in this one that you see, and they're OP at the start of the movie, but then out of nowhere they become like just normal robots, and I was just like very confused. Like, you guys were unkillable at the start of the film. How nothing happened? The Autobots and the Maximals didn't get any upgrades or anything like that. How is it out of nowhere now they can like fight you and like they can stand their ground against you? I didn't get that. I didn't get that when earlier in the movie they couldn't stop them they couldn't stop them at all. So that didn't make any sense to me. All right, another bad thing. Like I said before, why are the Maximals not the focal point and they don't have enough screen time? So I know I heard Cheetor talk, and it's like, that's cool. I heard Cheetor talk. I don't think I heard Rhinox talk. On the internet, they said he did. However, even if he did, that means I didn't hear it enough or didn't have any substance that it didn't matter. The movie called Rise of the Beast. Why are the Beasts not the actual focal point? I don't get it. So yeah, I don't get why the Maximals were not shown enough. I was just like, it's weird. This is a Transformers movie, and it's like, it takes so long to even get the like, we see them at the start, but then we have like a good 20 minutes where we don't see any robots, and it's just like, this is so weird, and I don't get that decision. And I wish like the Maximals were shown more. Like, this, when I saw Rhinox in the trailer, I was just like, oh, we're gonna get Rhinox and Cheetor. I'm like, yes, this is Beast Wars, my childhood right here. And Optimus Primal, I was like, oh yeah, I want to see them all. And then this is what we ended up getting. I was like, that's kind of disappointing. All right, let's move on to the good now, because I'm being a bit too negative. I thought the action sequences were fun. Now, I will say, when Michael Bay was the director, I think his action sequences were slightly better. However, all he had were action sequences that just had a lot of cutting and stuff like that. So I was like, all right. But yeah, also sorry for the coughing. I actually got really sick, and I just wanted to get this review out, and I'm like, I don't know where my throat's gonna be better, and I'm not gonna be coughing all this much, so sorry about that for these past couple videos. So yeah, the action sequences were fun, but I don't think they were as good as the old ones from Michael Bay, but at the same time, I'm not sure if anything's gonna be like that. Michael Bay, that's all he really cared about. And it was cool to actually see the Maximals, even though they didn't get enough screen time. It's just like, again, my childhood, I was happy to see the Maximals. I wish they would have gotten more screen time, but it is what it is. Like and subscribe. I'm happy about it, but at the same time, I wish I got more. They didn't get me the whole more thing that I wanted. And I hope this gets a sequel and we can just skip all the human stuff and go to Maximal stuff. And then I did like the enemies. Like, I know I complained about it in the bad, but when they were very overpowered, I was just like, yes, we're gonna have to see that the Maximals and the Autobots have to like link up to be able to beat these guys because they're that overpowered. But it didn't really seem like that to me. So, but yeah, it was a really cool fight. I know I crapped on the humans. I did like Noah and Mirage's friendship. I felt like this is the evolution of the Bumblebee, whatever Shia LaBeouf's character was, and then Bumblebee and the girl from the Bumblebee movie. But now we got Mirage, voiced by Pete Davidson, and I actually thought their connection was really cool. They actually had a good friendship and they cared about each other. So that actually worked. I felt like that was the evolution of it, and I really enjoyed that for this movie. So that's one good thing that I can talk about right there. And the ending does have a cool payoff. I can't tell you what it is, but if they do go with what I think they're gonna do, oh, we are in for an awesome ride. But we'll see if they actually do it. I wish I could tell you guys more, but I shouldn't. Alright guys, so let's move on down to my score. Now, when I saw the movie last night, I will say I wanted to give this movie a 7 out of 10. However, that's also like, you just get out of the theater, you're hyped, you're like, oh, that was cool. But when I came back and actually thought about it, I was like, it's okay. So the movie's getting a 6 out of 10. It's okay. I was just thinking back to like, oh yeah, the human parts kind of were boring. But yeah, I give it a 6 out of 10. Do I recommend you watch it? If you just want to go watch a fun, like, popcorn film, yeah. If not, no, just wait for it to come to streaming, because it probably will. But yeah, guys, please let me know your thoughts. The next movie I'm going to review is The Flash. Now, due to scheduling, I don't know when that review is going to be out. I might have to get that out on the, let me just check real quick, on the 19th. However, if I'm not able to, I gotta see my schedule, I will do a review for either Blackberry or Fool's Paradise, the other movies. I'm pretty sure they're on video on demand now, so I'll probably watch those and try to have those reviews out next week. That way you have something for next week. Sorry about that. Some scheduling stuff's happening, so I'm just trying to make sure I can do everything possible. And I don't want to be falling back on like not doing reviews. So yeah, guys, please like the video, subscribe to the channel. Let me know what you thought in the comments down below. Did you enjoy this film? Because like I said, I enjoyed it. Just, I wanted more Maximals. Like, was that your... please tell me, what was the reason that you went to go watch the movie? Was it for the Autobots? Was it for the Maximals? Was it for the humans? I'm very curious what was your reason for going to watch this. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.